what does the Brotherhood of Caring mean to me? Um, I first go back and think about when I guess when I found the group and I approached to look for something for myself. It was when my wife was really sick. There was just so many things that I was doing as a caregiver for her, and it felt natural doing it, but there wasn't the same level of um, support that I wasn't sure what I could where I could get it from. And I remember telling my wife that, this is something I want to look into, and it's a whole bunch of guys that are in a similar situation, and this, I just think it's going to be good, and it'll allow me to kind of um, branch out a little bit and just kind of see, what other folks are going through, and what that means to them, especially in that caregiver kind of situation, in that role. And I remember how supportive she was, and she thought it was a great idea because I was spending so much time taking care of her, that she was, in her frail state, even still asking how I was going to take care of myself. And so this was something that we both thought was going to be a great thing for myself to do. And I had her support. I was able to attend a session or two before her condition actually got worse, and she ended up passing from her cancer. And when that occurred, I wasn't quite sure what to do quite yet. Started looking at some different independent, grief counselors, and noticing that there wasn't as many people I could talk to. But I recall that this group existed here, and people that had, other men that had gone through similar situations were available, and at least had an ear that was listening and willing to hear me out, or at least to um, empathize, I guess, in a way of what I'm going through. And so I found myself coming back into the group. And it was, one of the first times that I really discussed what had happened. And each time that I've come back to it, realizing that there's so much that I gain from it, and there's just so much in that ability to share, and you can share as little or as much as you want. But to find that there's so many things that are similar, that it's actually quite affirming that this path that I'm going through, there are other people who also understand it, who also get it, who also feel what I'm feeling, who have the same, just, the whether it's a confusion, or I have a question, or there's an answer. And then you just got the resources that come along with it, and everyone that's available to to help, whether it's speakers, or it's the organizers, or it's just another brother that is able to be there and assist. So for me, it's been a support before and after, but it's, in that transition, it's just something that I can turn to, and a place where I feel I'm growing more and more comfortable in finding the answers that I didn't even know I have questions to. Um, and just allowing me right now to heal. And I remember when going through this with my wife, that same thing. It was a period for me to heal as a caregiver, to refuel, to seek advice, and in that transition, once again, to just find healing and find some peace in talking with other people who know what I'm going through.